Dorado School District. This is Joey. I am your classroom technology coach for the district. That means I get to work with integration with all of the teachers. What is integration? Let me read it to you. I have a definition here. Well, at least I have what successful integration should look like. Successful integration should look like technology that is effective in education but doesn't stick out. It's intuitive and seamlessly becomes a part of learning after a transition period. So think about other technologies that we don't necessarily think about as a technology, like the blackboard or the whiteboard as it became, or now the smart panel. Those are things that don't stick out, and we want to be able to have the same type of thing with like Pear Deck or Edpuzzle or these different ed techs that we're going to be using that are going to allow us to potentially pivot into going home if we need to for at-home learning. So this week we have several integration tips and we have one technology tip that is going to help you guys out. But first, before we jump into Tech Tuesday, I wanted to let you hear from our technology coordinator for the district, Rochelle Crawford.
Hey, El Dorado School District. I just wanted to kind of come in here today on this Tech Tuesday. We've made it through the first 2 weeks with students, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of you for fully embracing what our new normal is. Most of you have stepped out of every comfort zone that you know of and your normal, and just embrace integrating technology, helping our students with Wildcat Online Academy, as well as learning in a hybrid classroom, as well as just teaching our kids in the physical building. I want to thank you for being patient with us as your tech team, as we are coming around and trying to help you with your tech needs and your tickets that you are putting in. We are coming, I promise, and I do appreciate you being patient with us as we go through that. I want to encourage you to ensure that you watch the Tech Tuesdays that Joey has put together. We've put a list of items that we really think will help you as you progress further into integrating technology into every one of your lessons. El Dorado School District, once again, I am so proud of you. I cannot wait to continue to grow with you. Excited for the rest of the school year, and go Cats!
Having to pivot to at-home learning is a very real possibility this semester. So we wanted to show you one thing that you could do to be prepared if that happens. Right now, all of our teachers and staff have something called a U drive. It's something on your computer that allows you to save directly to our server, and that automatically backs up your files. However, if you go home, you don't have those files. So we want to show you how to use your U drive and take it to your Google Drive instead. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to do that. First, probably what would be considered the easiest. First, let me show you how to get to your U drive. See this? This is called File Explorer. Click on File Explorer, this little folder, and then over here, it's going to say your name and then U. I have 2 of them for testing purposes, but ignore the second one. When you click on this is where all of your files are. You can organize them however you want, but we need to get these files into Google Drive so we can access them at home. So we are going to go to a browser, we are going to go to the Waffle, and we are going to go to Drive. And once we are here, what I'd recommend doing to keep things nice and tidy, I'd hit New, I would hit Folder, and I would name it Files from U Drive. That way it keeps things nice and tidy, and you're going to have a folder that just popped up right here at the top. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna open up this File Explorer again, and we're gonna click in here, and we are gonna hit Control A. That's the easy way to select all. You can also pick and choose whatever you want. For this purpose, I'm just going to show you Control A, and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to drag it to Files from U Drive. Make sure it says Copy right there, and let go. Depending on how many files you have, this could take quite a while. For time's sake, I'm not going to finish this, but you get the idea. You'll see little check marks whenever everything is done. And also once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and cancel my uploads. You can click in here, and they're going to be in here now. So this is how you can get to them, and they are accessible anywhere by any device, including mobile devices. But you can access this at home now on your home network. And I wanted to show you how I use Google Drive. It's something called Google File Stream. It's a little bit more advanced than what I just showed you, So I wanted to show you the other one first, but it's not that hard. And if you feel up to the challenge, let me show you how I use it. If you go up here in your Google Drive, do you see this little cog? Let's click on that. We're going to hit Get Drive for Desktop. We are going to hit Download and Install Drive File Stream, and we're going to hit Download for Computer, for Windows, not computers. It's going to take just a few seconds, and it's downloaded. Once it's downloaded, you can click on it, and it is going to open this, install Google File Stream. You can add an application shortcut to your desktop. I like doing that. It will also give you, if you want, shortcuts to Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, just like it would with Office. I don't usually do that, but you are welcome to. Hit Install. It's going to tell you that it's installed successfully, and you're going to hit Close. So once that happens, it's going to start slowly downloading your files and getting everything synced, but let me show you where it is. If you go to your File Explorer, it's right here, Google File Stream. And what makes this really easy, what you can do now, you can actually go to your U drive, and you can, once again, go in here, Control A, and then just pick up and drag all of this to Google File Stream, or if you made a folder, you can actually right-click and copy, and then go to Google File Stream, go into My Drive. You can also get to your shared drives here, and then go to your Files from U Drive folder, right-click, and hit Paste. So those are two ways. I personally use the second one because it keeps everything over here, but if you're more used to Google Drive in the web browser, use it that way. I hope this tip helps you guys, and it's a way that you can really use Google Drive in a way that's seamless into your technology and how you're teaching in your classroom. Hope it helps.
So I'm a member of an AP Calculus Teachers Facebook group, and while I was looking at that group, I stumbled across somebody commented the idea of taking like a circuit activity and putting it into the form of a digital escape room. So I started Googling that to try to figure out like what were they talking about, and found out that there was a teacher who had taken the idea of using breakout boxes like we have at some of the schools in the district and converting it into a virtual form using Google Forms. So breakout boxes kind of mirror the experience of going to an escape room. The kids are limited to that class period, and they have codes that they have to unlock, and they put it in the locks and open the boxes and find more codes to work with. But what you're doing in this is you're still setting up basically the same type of puzzles. You're just putting it in a Google form so they can do it digitally. And this works with whatever content and whatever grade level you are at. So you could do math, English, history, science, elementary, middle school, or high school with it. And it still is going to be an experience where the kids have a virtual activity, but they are also able to practice what you're doing in class.
And I wanted to give a great big thank you to Mrs. Mobs for sharing that great idea for escape rooms and how we can do it virtually, even if we do pivot to at-home learning. And I wanted to encourage you guys to look at the email. We have 3 links there. We have a link to the video of her showing you step-by-step how to do it. We have a link to the actual form so you can see how she did it. And we have a link to the article that will allow you to see step-by-step how she learned to do it. So check those things out. Okay, I wanted to show you the correct way to clean your Chromebook. First, never, ever, ever, ever spray directly onto your Chromebook or the keyboard. That will cause issues. That will cause the Chromebook keyboard to not work or the screen to mess up. So instead, what we're going to do, we're going to move our Chromebook out of the way so we don't accidentally spray it. We're going to take our paper towel or our soft cloth, and we're going to spray the cleaner directly onto the paper towel. Then we are going to take the Chromebook, and we are going to lightly wipe it off. And then we're going to do the same for the screen. Then we are going to let it air dry before we close it. And if you're giving it to students for another class, obviously you're just going to give it to them. But if it needs to sit for a while, I do recommend letting it air dry for maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, because this evaporates pretty quickly. But yeah, that is the correct way to clean your Chromebook. Remember, do not directly spray the Chromebook. Spray a soft cloth or paper towel, and then gently wipe off your Chromebook. That is it for this first Tech Tuesday of the school year. I hope you were able to learn something, and I hope you'll come back next week. Remember, email me ideas, questions, tips and tricks, anything like that. Your responses and your feedback will fuel the future Tech Tuesdays. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.